Hi, I am Bee and welcome to my allotment. Today I am going to try my hand at planting my very first asparagus. So yeah, let's get on with it. So I am just going to show you whereabouts I'm going to put it. Now I wanted to grow my asparagus with my strawberries from the beginning, and I did want to be putting my asparagus in the ground first, as obviously that would be a lot easier as they go down deeper than the strawberries. But because I didn't start my allotment until a bit later on in the season, I hadn't actually got my hand on any of the asparagus crowns until recently, and I had the opportunity, or a very kind lady who had one of the other allotments for, I think she said like for over 40 years, gave me lots of strawberry runners and kindly planted them for me. And unfortunately, bless her, now she's given up her plot. So yeah, I feel very grateful that I kind of am able to grow a little bit of her legacy, as it were, now that her plot has been given over to somebody else and all cleared. But yeah, I wanted to put them in first. Now, the reason I am growing my asparagus with my strawberries is because they are very good companion plants. Now, because the root systems are at different levels in the ground, they do not interfere with each other. And now supposedly, as far as I'm aware, pretty good companions. So yeah, I'm going to choose a spot. So these are the ones that I've got. I have got a couple of those. I won't try to pronounce that because I tried before and I know that I got it completely wrong. And these ones, so Converse Colossal. So obviously it takes quite a long time for you to actually get any, asparagus. It takes a couple of years, I think. No doubt, obviously, I need a lot more crowns than what I've got, but I am literally just buying things as I can afford it, and as I'm able, and just kind of gradually getting my plot together. So for now, I have 4, and so today we are going to prepare the area and put them in. So I think I am going to place a couple in the middle of the strawberries at this end and see if that works. So I have just opened the bag and got out these 2 crowns. Now, not quite sure what I was expecting, but not that. It's very interesting. Now, I know I'm probably doing this completely ass backwards, but what I've done is I've dug myself a little hole, and now it's supposed to be about 8 inches deep. It might not be as big as that. And then I'm going to place the crown over it, over the little mound at the bottom, and spread out all of the roots. Now, I wasn't expecting there to be like a little baby asparagus. I don't know if that needs to be poking out the ground or what really, but I'm gonna pop it in. And it did say when I did a bit of research just to cover it at first with just like a few inches of soil until it grows, but it's already starting to grow. So anyway, I'm going to see what I think will be best. So I've spread out all of the roots. I have covered the ground as much as I feel like I should. Now obviously, because I was digging around my strawberries, I had inadvertently obviously uncovered some of their roots, so I've just done my best to make sure I haven't disturbed them too much. And this is not completely covered. I'm just going to pat it down and maybe just build it up a little bit more around it and give it a good water, and I guess it will either grow or it won't. Just finished off by putting a bit of sort of composty soil that came in the bag with it. Undoubtedly that probably has lots of nutrients just to kind of add, and hopefully that will be fine. So that's where I've put one. You can see obviously where it's a bit of a dip where I haven't covered it completely with the rest of the soil that was there. And the other one I'm going to put in is just there, so I am not disturbing too many strawberries. Like ideally I would have put over this side, but I've still got those garlic, so I can always add more next season. Maybe leave that side empty. But yeah, now I'm going to place the other one just there. I've dug my hole and I've made a little mound at the bottom where I am now going to just place my little crown over and spread out the roots. So here's this one. Now some of the roots don't seem to be quite as stable as the other one. When I like spreading them out, some of them like come away. There are still some strong roots still, but yeah, I don't know if it's going to be sufficient. But I guess we will find out sooner or later. Now the other area I'm going to place the other two is up this end. So place the other two at the far end. I'm going to dig a trench now and put two along here. Now in all fairness, I'll probably end up, when those garlics are done, just doing a whole row of asparagus. I think that would work quite well. So now I'm just going to dig the trench. Right, so here we go. And I've created a couple little mounds. I don't know if you can really see it, but just a little bit of raised earth in the middle of the trench. And then I will place the crowns over each mound. And this time, on this end, I'm putting the conifers colossal. So I'm just going to open up the bag and get them out. Right, so in the bag, as they come, they're like that. A bit of elastic around them, feeling like they're both tied together. I'm just going to undo it. Yeah, so here we are. So we've got this one, which has quite a lot of roots on it, and then this one, which is a little bit more spindly. But yeah, these don't have the little asparagus growing already on those. So I'm now going to open them up and then place them over the mounds. So there we go, as you can see, kind of like with spiders, how their legs spread out. I might just move those a little bit, see if they will take roots. And then that one, I'm hoping I have given them enough space next to each other. Now I am just going to put some of the soil back over, just to cover them. So I have replaced most of the soil, not all of it, so it's covered, and I've just sprinkled the composty bits on top. In hindsight, I maybe should have just done that around the crowns themselves, but never mind. I'm assuming what that nutrients will just kind of soak in. And yeah, let's see if we get any little asparagus. So that's me done for today. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, bye.